Hello everybody and welcome to this, your Leo, June 2025 reading and forecast. Hi, I'm Nigel St. James Clairvoyant. Well, this is a good deck. It was given to me the other day by a friend of mine, and it's a mass market deck. It's called Dancing in the Dark Tarot. I like the images on it, and I think you will too, because you and I think have very similar tastes. Now, the thing is this, is that the numbering in it's really quite strange as well, which you'll see in just a moment, but it's really good. It's a mass market deck, and so that means that it's probably reasonably affordable as far as these things go. Now, as a clairvoyant, you know, of course, that I provide clairvoyant readings to you wherever you may be in the world over the various telecommunications applications, you know, like Teams, Meet, Apple FaceTime, different things that are set out in the description. Now, also over those same things, I provide the gift of healing to you, that spiritual gift that was given to me at birth. And the thing is this, is that the gift of healing is for free. I can't get anything for it. It's been made abundantly clear to me, really, from when I realized I had it over about 4 decades ago. And so I happily provide it to whomever may ask for it. And I do set time aside each day. So if this does call out to you, the details are in the description, and don't be shy. Now, there are no video advertisements breaking their way into this content, and so you get to enjoy everything without commercial intrusion. So show me the magic and see what there is here. There is the 9 of Swords. This is, that's a bit like Rider-Waite sort of thing, that. There's the 3 of, imagine it must be Pentacles, I'm assuming. Just trying to think of the astrology of it there. It's got very much of a Pentacles feeling going to it. Let's have a look here. There is the 9, this is the 9, the Hermit, the Major Arcana, that's there. Right in the center. Isn't that interesting for you in the center? See what that means in just a second. There's the 4 of Pentacles. A lot of material things going on in your life. That 4 is good for you. And here there is the 2 of Pentacles. Again, beautiful picture. Now, why don't you come and sit down here next to me, and you and I can have a good close look at the imagery on these cards together. I'll also bring the camera around so that everybody else can see as well. And together, we'll see what these images want to reflect up to us of the cosmic energies that are swirling while I do the reading for you. Leo, the Sun Queen and the Sun King. Let's have a, gee, I can see your material affairs moving forward here rapidly. I'm going to deal with them rather quickly because this is calling out as saying this is something that you need to get on top of. And this, I don't know what this is saying. It's the key to it for some reason. I don't know why yet. No doubt it will come. Who can tell? First of all, let's have a look at this. Well, look, there is some change that's coming about in your material affairs because this is Jupiter ruling the first decan of Capricorn, you know, the 23rd of December through to the 2nd of January. Well, Jupiter is the bringer of great good luck. So there's a sense of, at the moment, going with the flow, and you're obviously going to overcome something. I'll deal with those at the end. This is talking about some change and transformation here for you. Jupiter, of course, is the planet that symbolizes luck and expansion, and it's saying that these changes that come around in your life are going to bring luck and enrich your life. The new will bring more stability and security with it, which is that Capricorn aspect. Now, change is always necessary, I suppose, when the old falls out of balance with the new. Change wakes you up, it shakes you up, doesn't it? So there's going to be some movement going on in your life. Having a few ups and downs, growth through change, some multitasking. I think you may well find that you have something of a heavy workload, but you'll be enjoying your work. That's a welcome change, isn't it? Because you're now moving into a better phase of your life. Now, just like this person who seems to be juggling things here, your life is subject to a constant change, which allows you to grow, extending and expanding you, and ultimately enriching you. So give yourself up to this transformation which is occurring this month. Give yourself up to it with trust. Ask yourself what internal or external changes are going on in your life, and I suspect this is where it's going to be shown. But say, I trust in the harmony of my life and in the flow of my life, because every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. Very unusual set of suits here. You've got the 2, the 3, and a 4. So what's this 3 telling me now for you? Well, it's work. It's Mars this time, also in Capricorn. Now, Mars is going to bring you energy, assertion, vitality. And Capricorn, of course, is about ambition, practicality, and making things happen. Now, the good thing about Mars is it can cause trouble, but Mars is exalted in Capricorn, and so the energy of Mars is very constructive in this scenario. In Capricorn, rather than being its often very destructive self, do you know, Capricorn's materialism benefits from the energy and activity of Mars. So I think that this energy is signifying that investing time and effort into work, however broadly you want to define that, is going to turn out favorably. There could well be an expansion of responsibilities in your work. It may well be a new job. You might be thinking about whether or not you want to change to a different career path, but you'll be doing a good job, and there's continued progression here with a lot of productivity. I see you working with other people here, maybe consulting other people as well. I think that this is also saying that you need to set all of your energies to tackle any situation that you feel yourself obliged to deal with. And I think that you'll find that you are willing to undertake even difficult tasks, because that sense of obligation is going to rise up from within you. It's not going to be imposed on you. I can see here the need for your whole being to be employed. Full engagement of your energy towards something. Your body, your mind, and your spirit. None of those can be left out, because only through their combined and balanced use will you find success and abundance. The energies of those different planes are going to be united by their shared goal. The heavens begin to open. The clouds of uncertainty may try repeatedly to blur your clear vision of the goal, but I think that your unshakable determination to get on top of something that you have begun will just dispel, overcome, and kick out the door any temporary doubts. So this is going to assure your gradual progress. So I do see here, of course, reward for your hard work and dedication, because your skills and knowledge that you have obtained to date, they're going to move you forward. So there's good outcomes for career, for business projects, and for practical matters in general, really. Some situation is going to demand your readiness to work steadily, and you must engage yourself totally, because it will be worth it. Now, this might have something to do with it. In what areas do you still hold yourself back? And in which areas could you be giving more of your energy? But do say this to yourself: I am now ready to give everything and to receive everything. Now, that 4 was around. It's in the same suit, and actually it's the same sign of Capricorn again. Very ambitious, very straightforward, very status-oriented. I think you'll be very materialistic in a sense. Nothing wrong with that. Everyone likes nice things, don't they? Let's have a look at this. Now, this is the Sun. The Sun in Capricorn now. That's the 3rd decan, the 13th to the 21st of January. Well, I mean, as we have foreshadowed, Capricorn really is that feet on the ground, eye on the prize sort of a side. And the Sun in Capricorn is really going to benefit you here. There are, particularly with this 4, strong foundations for material achievement and abundance here, stability. Now, you might be taking something of a tight rein on the budget and possibly being financially cautious and saving for the future. I don't think that you are going to submit to any outwardly ruled order. Now, you are a person with character, someone who is able to be depended on. And I think that at this time, you will remain unshakably true to your personal principles, and you'll conduct all of your dealings with absolute integrity. This is a great thing here. I do get the sense, though, that you may well be tested at some point to not to give your personal power away. And so I can see you analyzing where and to whom you say no. Sometimes you just need to retreat into yourself, into your inner sanctuary, so you don't give too much of yourself away. This is a time when financial and material security is going to be very important to you, and there are solid foundations for it. Now, you are willing to work for what you want, and you'll have confidence in applying yourself to the world. This is really a time also where I can see the fulfillment of your personal goals and dreams. But say this to yourself: I offer my power, which I have now, in the service of love. Now, interestingly, that this achievement that you are obtaining is coming about as a result of conquering this. And whatever this might have to say, still trying to bubble up to the surface here. Well, the astrology of this is Mars, but this time it's in Gemini. It's in the 2nd decan of Gemini. And the one-pointed nature of Mars just does not sit well with the scattered energy of Gemini. And, it's been my experience that people who have a strong Mars in Gemini in their astrology chart, they can use words as their weapon of cruelty. Now, this is also the number 9, and I have a mystical association with the moon here, and so it is really quite passive. But it's also talking about things that might be buried in your mind. Now, is it the case that you have got a lot of unproductive, what I might call negative thoughts, which can result from feelings of guilt and regret? And then you turn those things on yourself. You see, the thing about you is, you know your Achilles heel better than anybody else, and you can torture yourself with thoughts. and with your words in particular. Now, I want to say this. The most important words that you ever hear in your life will be the words that you tell yourself. This looks like a woman to me, but, well, it's obviously got something to say to women as well. So therefore, because words are, your subconscious, you see, this is saying, it's software, and it's programmed by what you tell it, quite apart from what might have happened in your childhood. And it just believes whatever you tell it. And if you talk yourself down, it will work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to make that come true. If you talk yourself up, the same thing. So it's very important to be your own cheer squad. I'm sorry to say this, but I feel that I must, because obviously this has come up to talk to you about negative thoughts. And it is saying that believing in negative thoughts is the single greatest obstruction to success. The key to happiness, or that even more desirable thing, calmness, the key isn't in always thinking happy thoughts. That's impossible. There's no mind on earth with any intelligence that could spend a lifetime enjoying only happy thoughts. The key is in accepting all of your thoughts, all of them, even the bad ones, accepting that they are there. But when the bad thought comes in, accept that it's there, but put it to the side and say, I know you are there, but I do not accept you into me. You are not a part of me. You are not who I am. You see, if you ask yourself what a thought is a picture that you have created in your mind, and you put the words around the picture to describe it, or you come up with the words first and then paint the picture, and then you let it come in. And very often, it's about things that have happened in the past, or which might happen in the future. The thing to say about the past, of course, is this, is that it is dead. It's buried. It is not possible to change any of it. It cannot be any different to what it has been. It is impossible. Accept that. It can't be any different. But also accept that the past is in the cemetery. And the words, the relationships, the feelings, the events, the hurts, they are all in grave plots. And you don't need to go to the cemetery taking flowers to those grave plots anymore. It is accepting that the past is finished, not accepting that what happened or what was said or anything was right or okay. It's just accepting that it has happened. And now, let it go. Because who you were yesterday is not who you are today, nor who you have the opportunity of being tomorrow. I mean, you can say to yourself, of course, well, that used to be me, or I used to think like that, but that's not me anymore because... And then you fill in the blank. What's also important about these negative thoughts is this. They come around and around and around and around, don't they? They come around and around and around because they don't have any opposition. It's as if you're lying on the bed or on the floor, and it's like an aircraft has gone on top and dropped them like bombs on you. Now, they attack you when you get into the shower in the morning because you're not thinking about anything else. Well, when one of those thoughts comes up, look at it, stop and say, stop, show me what you are. Identify yourself to me. And then you put 2 questions to the thought. The first question that you put to it is, what value are you bringing to my life? The second question that you put to it is, how are you behaving? Now, by doing that, you see, you are forcing that thought to justify itself to you. And you respond with, you're not adding any value to my life because I am enough. I am lovable. I'm important. I matter. I am worth a great deal. You see, when we don't think we're worth much, we find ways to make our world small. We don't allow ourselves to hope because we've already accepted failure. And this pattern of thinking often determines the outcome of your most important choices. But I have to tell you this, that doubt and confidence are both acts of faith. They are both predictions of your capabilities. Now, you either tell yourself that you can or that you can't. And these words that you are programming into yourself, this isn't affirmations. This isn't New Age stuff. These are truth statements. What you tell yourself will become a self-fulfilling prophecy because you validate your doubts by giving up just as much as you embolden yourself by refusing to give in. The only way to break this cycle is to be brave. It's to stand up to those thoughts, poke them in the shirt, in the chest, and say those questions. What value are you bringing to my life? How are you behaving? You don't belong in my life. Now, you might say, yes, I understand that you're there, but you put them in a room. So you're there, but you don't form part of me. This, when you poke it in the chest like that, you'll find it is an empty shirt. And these thoughts will fail in the face of your confidence. And confidence is how you get to start giving yourself permission to take up more space in the world, to want more for yourself, and to feel, to know that you deserve it. Now, this message also is here, particularly knowing that, look, you are a child of God. You are important. You matter. And this message is particularly for the girls, or what I call girls, females. Anyone who's younger than me is a girl. This is speaking to the girls who have the tendency to stay up at night listening to music that reminds them of their current situation, who hide their fears, hurt, pain, and tears under smiles, laughs, and giggles on a daily basis. The girls who wear their heart on their sleeve. The girls who pray that things will work out just once and that they'll be satisfied. The girls who scream and cry into their pillow because everybody else just fails to listen. The girls who have so many secrets but won't tell a soul. The girls who have made mistakes and have regrets on a daily basis. The girls that never win. The girls that stay up all night thinking about that one boy and hoping that he'll notice her one day. The girls who take life as it comes. To the girls who are hoping that it will get better just somewhere down the road. For the girls who love with all of their heart, although it always seems to get broken. To the girls who think it's over. To real girls, to all girls, understand this, which is coming from this divine light here, that you are good enough. You are lovable. You are important. You matter. And you are beautiful. Now that takes us finally to this, which is the key to this. How are you? It says I am the key. Well, I do know this, that I've got a lot of Mercury here in Virgo. I think you might find that you're acting as a sort of a mentor or a counselor to somebody here. You're going to be finding your own light, going inward, resting in your own center. It's almost as if there's a divine inspiration, a wisdom with you, an illumination that comes from within. And this illumination is one which is saying that, look, life is too short to waste any amount of time on wondering what other people think about you. In the first place, if they had better things going on in their lives, they wouldn't have time to sit around and talk about you. What's important to you is not what other people's opinions of you are, but what is of importance to you is what is your opinion of yourself. Now, you're different to other people. And when you're different, sometimes you don't see the millions of people who accept you for what you are. All you notice is the person who doesn't. And remember, this is also saying to you that the only person who can pull you down is yourself. And you are not going to let yourself pull you down anymore. You see, you can be the most beautiful person in the world, and everybody sees light and rainbows when they look at you, but if you yourself don't know it, if you haven't programmed yourself with those words that I've just given you, all of that doesn't matter. Every second that you spend on doubting your worth, every moment that you use to criticize yourself is a second of your life wasted. It is a moment of your life thrown away. And let's face it, the sad truth is that none of us are getting out of this alive, and it's not like you have forever. So don't waste any of your precious seconds. Don't throw even one of your moments away. You see, you can, I think, sometimes be your own biggest critic. Before anybody else has criticized you, you've already criticized yourself. But for the rest of your life, say to yourself, I'm going to be with me, and I don't want to spend my life with someone who is always critical. So I am now, from today, now, going to stop being my critic. I'm going to be my cheerleader. And it's about time I start to accept all the great things about me. Dare to love yourself. Self-love, self-acceptance. This is the key that he's talking about. When you love yourself and accept yourself, the good, the bad, everything that's in there, you become beautiful. And the whole world notices it. And it rewards you. Well, a great month for you. Now, unless I see you in the meantime for either a clairvoyant reading or for healing, then I'll see you here again next month. And until then, remember one thing though, and it is this, that you are a legend. And I look forward to seeing you again next month. Until then, it's bye for now.